Welcome, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for the one-shot. Today we're going to recommend Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. This is the newest Total War game. They're doing, like, a smaller kind of scale thing. This is a $40 game instead of the usual $60. So they're specifically focused on 870, 880, I think, or around that time. And this is when England was fractured. There's a lot of Vikings and English people and the Welsh and Gales and all that. And they're trying to unite the entire thing. We're playing King Alfred, who is the man who historically does unite all of England. That's what happens here. That's why he has the easiest run, because we already control this much of the world already. But you can be, there's two different English groups you can be. There's 10 factions, 2 different English. You can have 2 different Welsh. You can choose from 2 Gales, 2 from the Great Vikings, and then there's 2 other Viking groups you can be of. And let's resume the campaign. We're starting here because, oh my god, load times. One of the biggest problems with any Total War game is the load times. Now, every Total War game, it's hard to suggest which one should be the first one you jump into because none of them are simple. Like, none of them are simple. I think one of the easiest ones to jump into, I think, might be Shogun 2. I think that was pretty simplified. But in this game, for those of you who like Total War games, you'll jump in pretty well, pretty easily. Those of you who are new to the concept of Total War games, the way this game works is you're a lord, or a king. In this case, you're a king. And you have some territory. In this case, we have all this yellow territory right here. We rule all this. And the way the turns go is we look at all our stuff we own, and we build up things to just give ourselves better production, better food, have people like us, maybe for diplomacy, just different things. Also building up more units. Just different things you're trying to build up, and you have to defend as you grow in size. Now, when you're part of this area, you have to worry about Viking invasions from the south. So, I own all this area. These kingdoms over here are my vassals. They're my vassals. These are my vassals as well. And, okay, what's over here? These are vassals down here. And over here are other vassals that I own. So, if the Vikings come and raid the place, and these guys can't defend themselves, and they do enough raiding, and I don't defend them, they'll get really mad and break free from me. So I have to make sure they're happy. So I have to always have like a military force down here to defend against Vikings. Of course, at the same time, I'm trying to expand my influence. So I'm over here doing war. This is where my main force is. This is where King Alfred is. Here's my army. And I like the what's the word here? The art here. My understanding is that is from the period, so that looks pretty cool. And I've got, because it is this time period, you're not going to see maybe like later stuff, but you see just shields and spears, shields and swords, shields and axes, bows, javelins, that kind of stuff. Catapults, rams. Probably trebuchet. I'm not sure if they had trebuchet at this time. They probably did. You see stuff like that. Right now, I'm at war with the East Angle. I'm trying to fully take them over so that I have that land. That's all my influence. But I have all these other people got to deal with as well. I'm doing a lot of explaining. We'll get to battle eventually. Now, a thing about this one is quite different from other Total War games, is that you can't just freely recruit. There is a limit to how much you can recruit. And this is all based on the buildings you build. Like, you can't just, I want to buy more of these units. This is all based on buildings you have. So, I need, like, over here, yeah. This building right here, that provided me all these units I can recruit from. I have to upgrade it to give me more units to recruit from, which in this case would just be one more Javelin Man. So it's very different how it works from other ones like Total Warhammer and Shogun. You just build the buildings you need and then you can recruit as many as you want. In this one though, it's just you build the buildings and that's how many you can pull from that point on. Also, when you do recruit them though, they give me this army here. When you recruit them, they'll start out low and you need time to build them up. So you're mustering forces eventually. So you got to worry about that. You can't just recruit and you got your full unit. It's going to take a while. So turns will take a while before you actually get to strike. But you can, of course, conquer places and replenish forces. There's nothing to worry about. That's supplies. You replenish supplies from places you're at, but you lose supplies as you go out. So eventually, you might do a really long campaign, and you might just do it for too long. You run out of supplies. You have to head back and resupply. There's just a lot of things to worry about. There's also the leveling system. We look at King Alfred here. Look at him. And how do I highlight him? Oh crap. How do I look at his levels? It is over Dover. That's not how. Okay. Figure that out later. There's your objectives. Right now, that's my objective. Oh yeah, conquest. So how to win the game. Own the certain areas. Just for the different conditions at the end. These are all of them. Or just have everything. And then you ultimately have to defeat the Vikings. There's your economy, so you can take a good look at everything here. So these guys are not happy with me because, of course, I've been conquering them. Here's my trade. Then you've got summary of everything going on here. So where am I making money? I'm making money everywhere, but not as good in some places, as you can see. This one is overly... I'm going to say overly complicated. It's just very complicated. We got technology over here. You can't do things until you've done enough to unlock them. Like in this case, you have to win 5 siege battles before I can unlock the ability to upgrade, to research siege stuff. So that's quite different. You have to just do things to unlock the ability to do them. Over here, we got diplomacy. And diplomacy is the same across every game. Like, it's like this. The thing, though, is because of the time period, you can have people marry your children to just build allegiances and stuff like that. So that's a thing that you can consider. So that's diplomacy there. Usual diplomacy. Factions. Basically all the factions. So here is me. There's my wife, and here's my kids. And as time goes on, they'll eventually get older. And then there's the other nobles. Trying to see it. So the other nobles. So here's something you have to worry about. There's so much to explain in this freaking game. So with these guys, you have your influence, and they have their influence, and they have their loyalty. And if you have a guy who has more influence than you, there's a chance of them breaking free and becoming a king themselves or lord themselves. I'm not sure what they break up and become, but they rebel and they take some stuff from you, and that's not cool. So you gotta be careful with people with higher influence than you do. You can get their loyalty up, and this guy's got some pretty good loyalty from me. He's got 5. This guy's got a 9. These are my governors. These guys, they are... what's the word here? They're governing. And I'll show that in a second. Over here, governance in the states. So you can see the different guys have different places that they're working on. And they have levels as well. There it is, finally. Okay, so here we go. Here's his level. Here's his influence. There's his loyalty. I've been loving these guys in scribes because it's really good for governance. But there's other things you can have like zeal and more war stuff. But obviously, since I'm having them be governors, not warriors, I want to have just really good economy. So that's what I have these guys focused on. There's wives as well. So the thing is, you can get these guys married to your people, or to just get them married so they're happier to get their loyalty up. But those wives could make them more treacherous, especially if ambitious wives. That could be a problem for dang sure. But you can see I have these guys that can have governing. There's other guys who don't have anything going on right now. So I can make them generals or make them governors. These are all the different places that have governors to them. And then there's also estates where there's more special locations, and you can give them to your men as rewards. You automatically get them first, and you can hand them over to other people. And you just got records and statistics and all that stuff. But yeah, here's my family tree. Holy crap for my guy. Now this is just how it started, and this is how it was. And for other characters, it'd just be how their family tree shakes out and everything. But that is... I think that's everything. You just have a lot of... You have a lot of plates you're spinning and keeping going and trying not to get killed by. So it is any total war game. You gotta worry about politics, you gotta worry about governance, you have to worry about military. Some of the things to worry about does get very complicated. But I'm on my war campaign, and the only thing left to show is battle itself. But it is nice. It's a lower price of 40, so if you want to get in, this is a good one. My other problem is I don't think the tutorial is as good as some of the other ones. I think Total Warhammer had a pretty good tutorial. Shogun did too. I'm not liking this one's tutorial as much, unfortunately. Now, do I want to go to battle right now? Obviously not. I'm not as healed up as I could be, so I'm going to go ahead and give my guys another turn. So that place not going to happen anything there. I have 2 more armies. I like it, I can look at them here. There's also all the events that have been happening. Who became an imbecile? Is this one of my men? Ah, crap, it's one of my men. That's not a good feeling. One of my men are an imbecile. Yeah, I just won a battle, so that's what this is about. One of my guys are imbeciles? Okay, so here's my armies. That's the king. This dude over here. I'm using him as like a little force to deal with any enemies that don't have much. Then I got this guy over here. My plan is once I take the East Weld, I'm going to go straight over here and just take the rest of this area with this army. So that's what this guy's waiting on. He's waiting on me to finish taking out this area with the king, and then he's going to mop up the rest. That's what's going on there. Also, he's there as a defensive force in case something happens. So we're going to end turn so you can see how that goes. Yeah, there's East Anglia. That is our main opponent right now. Like, there was a situation, like, historically, the King of Merce died, and you could say it's your rightful... That area is your rightful place to take, and they'll say no, and then really bad things happen there. So I did not do anything about it, but I lost influence because I did not try to take my birthright. There's a lot of things to worry about, especially when you're, well, King Alfred, because he has a lot going on, since he is historically the one that united England. All the turns are going, as you can see there. And really, the greatest weakness to this game is just the usual stuff that any Total War game deals with. Oh, here we go! Special event. Okay. The villages are ailing. Reports claim that in some places, the peasants are not putting their all into their work. The Witan, with their wide experience of ruling and guiding the lower classes, will help you decide how best to address them. I can conscript the peasants, which will make the place... will give me stronger defense against the Vikings. Or I can weaken that for local growth, encourage the villages to grow and to develop a sense of community, but that makes me weaker defensively. Greater industry, or build communities. So, and eventually what that means will come out. So what do I want to do is the question. And these are the consequences. So for this one, industry's not going to go down, but construction costs will be decreased, so that's good. Or costs will go up, but industry will go better. Or in this case, supplies and so better supplies. Or in this case, worse supplies gained. So, but we get better counter. And of course, down the line, this will have some effects, and we'll have to deal with that as well. I think, considering my money right now, I would go with, I might go with better construction because I'm conquering, so I'm going to need cheaper buildings. But I'm going to have less money at the same time if I do that. So maybe I'll go more so for this, where they'll have local growth, better supplies, but I'll have less feared counter. And, shoot. Actually, I'll go for better industrial growth. So for 5 turns, if I don't intend on doing any building for 5 turns, I'm good. I can do that. Since I don't have a lot of money to build, I'll do that. So I'll build a lot of money so that when it dies back down, I can do more building after 5 turns. So back to me. This guy gained receptive. Nice, that's good. And they got peace. We will never have peace. We will always go to war because that's who I am in these games. Our guys are pretty good. Let's go to war. This should not be a bad battle. So you can do sea battles or you can do land battles. So we can boat out and attack from the sea, which can be useful because when I had a battle down here over in, I think it was over here in London. When I had a battle here, this place is very walled off except by sea. So instead of going through the walls, I boated in and took it. But boating has its own dangers. Luckily, they only had 2 archer units. If they had a lot more archer units, they would have fire arrowed me to death, which would have been very bad. But luckily, that didn't happen. Oh, someone leveled up. That's a governor, so just scribing up some more. Whoops, that's his family. There we go. And then these are other things to be concerned about. There's low public order, of course, because I've been conquering this area. That's enough of that. Let's see a battle. So let's go over here. Although I'm probably going to run them over because East Anglia used to be number 2 in power and I'm number 1 in power. But when I went to battle them, my vassals also came to attack them. And so they've been whittled down very poorly. To the point that their strength now is actually 40th. They're going to get run the hell over. They don't stand a freaking chance. But it'll be good to show a battle. So let's go ahead and go over there and... Whoops! There we go. Take it. Oh, they're just going to let me take it. Occupied! Yes, I have more land now. Of course, these guys aren't happy. This is... a law field. I don't know what that is. You can also look at things right here. Okay, I see that. Okay. And we will convert that to a church, or we can keep it as it is. We'll keep it as it is.
The men have trained for this.
So we took that, and we're gonna go take out another place eventually. Oh shoot, by doing that, some people's loyalty has gone down. They did not like that for some reason. So I get to show you this. So what can I do here? So this guy's not looking too loyal right now. He's got an influence of 6. What can I do about him? I can adopt a non-family member so that their future efforts may serve your family's interests. Increase loyalty but decrease that of your current adult sons. There's a lot to worry about. I can get a wife for him. Maybe it'll make him happier. It's rare. Honestly, they appear to be just more miserable when I get them wives. Which is weird. Wives are great. I can just kill him. I can just kill the man. I can also pay him to make him more loyal. I can lower his influence if I'm worried about that. I can also just take his estate, which seems like a bad plan. So let's try to get him more loyal through this. Okay, so here's our options. Suborned? Can I look at that? Nope, okay. So I lose influence if I bribe him with words, and I'm already at 7, he's at 6, that could be risky. So I'll just give him money. There you go, now he's more loyal. Other guy though, what's going on here? Same thing, I could find him a wife, but that never works out, so I'm gonna go ahead and just secure loyalty through... I don't have enough money. Crap, Ooh, alright, this is a problem. I don't want to bribe with words because influence again, I'm barely above him in influence and that could be a problem. We have to leave it be, so we're going to have to leave him not very loyal and next turn hopefully he doesn't do anything and then we do something about it when we have money. Because we're going to get a good amount later. We'll have to hope on that, so we're going to end our turn again. Turns going. I like this game. I like it a lot. This is why I'm recommending it. And that's our vassals, so we're okay with them going through our borders. There can be rebels that will develop their own factions as well, if they just come up and just take out the current faction they're in. Things like that. No Vikings to worry about at the moment, which is good news, because I have no one near the south. It would take me about 5 or 6 turns to get down to the south if the Vikings show up. And see a lot of just warring and stuff. Another piece. Declared war. These guys declared war. So they're warring over there. Oh, we just got a new research. So more research to go here. You can see I'm very much high in this area. I'd like my archers to get better. So let's go ahead. They will replace the Cyril archers with feared archers. That'll be great. That's what this is. This is just how effective they are against archers. Okay, so loyalty, level ups. More governance. More governance. Okay. Loyalty. Let's see here. This guy's not very loyal. This is what money's for. I'm gonna torture him. Now he's more loyal. That's not gonna go well later. This guy's not very loyal. I'll bribe him with money. There you go. Now he's loyal. Just throwing money at everything. Because I have a lot of money, I can throw money around. Okay. Alright, just to show you a battle, I'm going to go ahead and just save and fight someone who I should not be fighting. Actually, these guys are pretty weak. Everyone's weak over here. Okay, let's go find a different battle with a different army. So, where's my main force? That would go poorly there. Here we go. Okay, so we're just going to do this. So I'm not going to sacrifice my game for this. There we go. So, saving here, so everything I do is not what I would actually do. Let's go be jerks in a Dota war. So we're going to go for Buckingham. This should put up a fight. This place will not. It's not very big. So we're going to go for this. Yeah, go there. Declare war. To war. They're not very strong either. This is not going to go very hard either.
Of course.
Yeah, we just took the land. Yeah, okay. I'm being a big bully now, and no one's going to put up a fight. So this is the thing about being the strongest army is, well, you're the strongest army.
We will do our utmost.
So not having much of a problem here. Oh crap. Whoops. Yeah, my mistake. Whoops. So I'm going to lose some men to attrition because they're in the wetlands. Whoops. Yeah. Wrong area to go, so I'm going to lose men. That's things to worry about is not only weather, but also terrain. And I was not paying attention, so now my men are in trouble. They're called the Swine Army, by the way, and I can't get them out of there. Oh, I got them out of there, thank God. Okay, so they're no longer in the wetlands. Oh, geez, that worried me for a moment. So that's good. Obviously, these guys are not happy that we just took them. And end turn. We're gonna go seek a battle, a real battle, to end out this video.
The price you ask.
They want peace? You ain't getting peace.
So we cannot agree.
Peace. No peace. None. We will take everything. Because you got boats there for trade. I'm not gonna attack my own vassal. Well, I don't have an army close enough to attack my own vassal either, so I can't do that. The only thing left to show is a battle, so once we get that going, that'll be great. Of course, one of the weaknesses with Total War is the load time, so it's going to take a while to get to that battle, even when we get one. It is what it is because these games are just so big. Huh? Oh, snap. There's the Vikings. The Vikings can be the northeast, the next raids of the northeast. We are nowhere near there. Oh, they might come over, actually. Since we're over here, we might have to do a Vikings as we conquer this area. So we got to keep that in mind. More loyalty issues, huh? Oh, get more loyal. You're getting tortured. There you go. Also, you got too much influence. I'm lowering your influence. There you go. No one must be more influential than me. That'd be a problem. That'd be a major problem.
The men are ready to serve.
Oh, I can't get there from here. Nowhere to make a boat? Oh, just go in here then.
Move into position. We will prevail.
We'll just take that one. Okay, so over here is... Where's our other army at? Over here?
We await your commands.
That's got to be a good battle there. Going in there. Declare war. There's strength 36, so that's better-ish.
See you on the battlefield.
Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it.
Glorious combat.
Alright, so we need at least one turn before we can actually go in there, so yeah. In one more turn, we'll have a battle, because then we'll have a means to actually fight. You see, they actually have a good-sized army, so it will be a real fight, so in one turn, the battle will happen. So continue the siege. And with that, we will stop. Now you're noticing I'm using quite a bit of money just keeping my guys not angry at me, which is a problem because I could be using that money to develop my land. That's something you got to keep in mind is just where your money's going to go. Just so much balancing of all of that. And also just people you got to fight and everything. These guys are battling each other, but I'm coming in. I'm going to just take everything because it's Total War and I like the Total War. Alright, here we go. We're about to have ourselves a battle. Ah, here we go. Someone's gonna have a wedding. Give them my blessing. There we go. War fervor? Ah, no! War fervor decreases. Students aren't happy with current conflicts. People are less eager to fight, and public order is destabilizing. We're having problems now. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? We're just gonna take this. Got the siege fort probably. Yep. Siege fort. We'll continue that one. But we're gonna have a real battle right here, right now. Over here. Here we go. It's time for a fight. And they actually might put up a fight here. So here we go. Now this army is not as good as my main army, so I could blow this somehow. Well, like it's down here, you get to see quotes from the time, which is pretty cool. So here's the battle. We have a bajillion archers. Holy crap. We have 5 archers. You got 2 horsemen. I've got axe and shields. A whole lot of just regular dudes. I got my general and then one good group of shield and sword guys. They have 1 javelin, 2 archers, sword, axe and shield, sword and shield. Same dudes we have, and then their general. So actually, this fight, I could screw this up, although I have so many archers, I can just rain down on them. But keep in mind, of course, this is the time of just the big round shield, so they're good at blocking our arrows. So it's actually not easy to do damage against the shield guys. We're best served just killing their archers, because these guys will just be shielded up and they're going to be hard to penetrate. You eventually will break through their arrows. I mean, you'll eventually break through the shields with arrows, but it does take a while. But of course, we have men who will be using the ram and the, what are they called? Battlements? The battlements? So those guys will be busy doing that. So we're going to want to cover them as well. And also you can see the design here. We can burn their stuff down as well to really hurt them. But obviously we're going to take it over, which will hurt us in the long run. But here we go. And we have just... oh, you can also see what the advantages and disadvantages of your characters are. Start battle. Okay, checking the weather, dry weather. We want that. Go. For those unfamiliar with Total War games, here's how battle works out. You choose where your guys are going to be, and then you fight from there. Now, the enemy is going to also set up where their troops are going to be. Now, that is an interesting prospect, trying to go through the water, but you can get slaughtered in the water. They've got these towers. These towers will be shooting automatic arrows, which will slowly be taking your guys down. There's also these other towers you can take over as well. So do we want to do just a frontal assault? Do I want to split my forces into 2 assaults? I can do that. I could have a force over here. I can try to take one side and then take the other side. Split the enemy in 2. Ultimately, I either kill everything or I take this spot to finish the match. So what do I want to do is the question. And also here's where the battlements and the battering ram are. I could just do a straightforward frontal assault because I do have the numbers. And since I do have the numbers, we'll just do a straightforward frontal assault. These horsemen will be useless for now. I'm going to move them over here. They won't be useful until we've broken through the front. Got my battering ram here. Battlement. I'm going to take them from all sides. And it's going to be an interesting battle, that's for dang sure. So, start.
Barely fighting downhill will have a great advantage over those fighting uphill against them.
Sending in battlements.
And hold the high ground where possible. Search for war.
Sending in the rams. Now, where's all my archers?
General is under attack.
Now, here's all my archers. Where's their archers? There's their archers. Shoot them. There we go. Oh, that's their axemen, actually. There's their archers. I know they only got 2 archer units, so there we go. So there we go. That's happening there. Move my men in closer. I should actually have them be... where is it? Guard mode, so they have their shields up as they go. So they know they should have their shields up. You can also have them do shield castle, which makes it a lot easier to block. We're going to go ahead and have our men go forward here. And get going. And once the battlements come up, we'll just board the battlements. You see they're using fire arrows to deal with that. We can do fire arrows as well. Space to show everything at the same time. That's everything going on right now. They got units moving back here. They're spearmen. These guys are forming around. So a lot's happening right now. Getting our men in position for what's coming. There we go. Archers doing their job, just shooting at archers. I could also just have them split where they're shooting at. But they're backing them off. Battering ram is almost in place. Battlements are almost in place as well. I could start spreading their arrows around. Just have them just damage guys as they're waiting. There we go. I'm having the archers hit different areas now. My plan is once that wall comes down, these guys are going to flood in. I'm going to have my horses blow past them to try to take the point. I'm going to have the king in the center. I'm going to have these 2 take this battlement. Have these 2 take this battlement. And as you see, they're climbing up, so now they're under attack from the at the battlement right there. They're flooding in. I want them to come in and help. And have these guys come in. And have them take the spot right there. There we go. There we go. They're going to eventually climb the battlements. They just have to wait for their current arm to get up there. And then we've got the middle happening right now. As you can see, a lot of damage happening to that gate. That middle's almost done. It's getting there. A little more. In order to take these towers down, we have to take the gate.
The enemy's gates have been destroyed.
There we go. Sending our general down the middle. Having them drop the... okay, yeah, they dropped it. Okay, they're going in as well. Axeman going into the center. Now, while that's going on, where are my horses at? Here's my horses. Send them in. Wedge formation, they're going to ram their way through. Alright, good, they got out of the way. Now we get to fighting. Oh, we also want to take this area as well. There we go. These guys are going with the battlements to keep going to the battle. Once we break one of these sides, we'll rear end the next spot. We just need one of these sides to get taken. Here they come. The horses are going to come through the middle. They're going to break through. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the horses. They're running through. Get through, get through, get through, get through, get through. We're also conquering the center. They're still fighting us, though. I'm going to get these guys over here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and have the king. I'm going to have him go over here and take this. He's going to try to take the castle, the wall. Same time, these guys are flooding in. This force would have them help out over here. Take the rear of that end. And everything's just flooding in. Okay. Horses. Now, where the heck is it? It's over here. This is the force they have to fight. That's actually not a good fight for horses. But for fun, let's just have that happen. That's actually going to go very badly. Horses versus spears. Who wins that fight, right? We're doing well here. Keep going up. Keep going.
We have captured the gates.
There we go. We got the gates. Not have to worry about that anymore. How the forces get over there? Pick up the javelins. At the same time, here's the horses. They're going to have a very bad day, but I'll replenish them later. It's fun. Here comes a very bad day for horses. This is the dumbest move they actually do. Here it comes. This is going to be bad. In they go. Right into there. Yeah, my horses are going to die. Right now it's a new fight. That's just going to happen for fun. Okay, so the middle's going very well. Let's just send everyone over. Okay, everybody, just get the hell over here. See how our horses are doing. You see combat happening here. I'm using mouse and keyboard to be able to move the camera around pretty well. Actually, we're winning handedly. They've lost quite a few men. There you see, there's just the battle happening here. The rest of the crew showing up. We've only lost about... okay, now we're losing quite a bit. But they're losing quite a bit as well.
They flee before our might.
And in time, our army's going to get there. Jackie, where's the army at? Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're eventually just going to conquer it.
Let's do this, lads.
We are mostly winning this. There's not much left to go through. We just got to take the spot and we're done. Right now the horse is just beating it up. Obviously the horses were not the best choice here, but they just got over here to try to speedily take this. I could have them run over here and force the enemy, actually. Just realized, to force the enemy to come over, just go over here. But them running through the spears kind of got a bunch of them killed,
Capturing a victory point.
which was a dumb move. They were doing better just fighting on the line. And we won. That's it. Simple battle there, not the most ridiculous fight, but it was just fun showing you how the gameplay works. Oh, we win! Decisive victory. A fair victory would be bad. So you get to see your kills. We killed a lot. They killed a bit. They didn't kill more than they have left either. This is just how many have fallen. Oh, there's how many they've killed, not fallen. Well, these guys, they did work. 171, well done. Their javelin guys did work as well. Well, their main guy did a lot of work. I've had a unit do like, now I remember, yeah, do like 300, like, damn, that unit just did so much work. Of course, I am, like I said before, using King Alfred, who had the most power at the time. Doing one of the lesser groups, one that just has like a small area and trying to survive, that'd be intense as well. But there you go. That right there is Total War. Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. And here's our choice of what we can do. Subjugate, we could sack, we could occupy. So they become your vassals instead of just making it that you have to control everything. Just make them your vassals. We'll do that for fun. You're my vassals now. There you go. So that right there is the game. I had fun with watching. That's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Let's come by and see you next time. This once again was Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia. $40 game from Creative Assembly. Thank you to them for the copy and see you around.